PCOS is either about managing symptoms, which often people are doing in the world, or it's about curing it. When we say curing it, it essentially means to know its root causes properly and then to eradicate those root causes so that the healing process can take place. There are a number of things we need to understand. First of all, it is the diet which causes this hormonal imbalance. In every culture, almost everywhere around the world, except for very few cultures who are very conscious in taking good diet, the oily food, sugary stuff, and the chicken like stuff is very common around the world. And these are the foods which we are not designed to eat. So when we take these foods, these cause inflammatory processes and hormonal imbalances in the body. So now the solution is change your diet. Come to a leafy green vegetable plan where the vegetables are high in minerals and vitamins like lettuce, kale, broccoli, etc. And increase your consumption of legumes and beans and increase daily intake of nuts and seeds, because that is a sort of diet for which we are designed, and that's very natural and it's high in vitamins and minerals. The disease process can be reversed in a natural and holistic way. So that's the first thing. With that, there is also something important point, that when you take especially leafy stuff, salad like things, you have to choose a wise mechanism. I mean, if you are a cold sort of person having a lot of chilliness inside, do not go for the raw salad option. That's not a good option, because raw food has a cooling effect. You are already chilly inside. If you will take cold food, that will aggravate the condition. In such a case, steam it or cook it or heat it up so that it can carry the leafy stuff can carry some heat inside and can be easily digested. It's not going to cause any problem in the digestion. And if you have a lot of heat inside, you are always hot blooded. I'm not talking about the hot flushes. I'm talking about you're generally hot blooded. You need lots of air condition, lots of cold. Then the raw food is a good choice for you because you have a lot of heat. The raw food is cold, having a cooling effect. So go for the raw food. So that's the first thing. Change your diet if you want to eradicate PCOS permanently and properly. Second thing, that's for the physicians to understand the pathology from where this disease is coming and then to prescribe for that disease. Let me give you an example. I've commonly seen my practice, I've been doing it for a number of years, in the holistic medicine. Oftentimes, we have a very stressful lifestyle and a wrong diet. And one of these things, lifestyle or the wrong diet, or both of these things, they tax our liver, they put a stress on the liver. Since liver has a lot to do in the body, it has many functions in the body. One of those is the hormonal imbalances. When we put stress on the liver this way, the liver cannot function, and that will give you hormonal imbalances. So now the tip is try to be relaxed, try to live in a manner where you are emotionally calm. And that's a golden tip which I'm sharing with you. You need to change yourself. You need to change your thinking pattern. You might be in a very financial tough situation. You might be in an environment where you are socially disturbed. But in order to take the cure place properly, you have to relax your body. Let your emotions be under control. Try to keep yourself relaxed so that the liver can be under less stress and it can function properly. So having a good lifestyle is also very important. So that's about changing your thinking pattern, having positive thinking, and then going ahead with your life. And of course, I help my patients with that by prescribing remedies which can help to calm their mind. Third thing is to know the pathology of the disease. That means from where this disease is originating. I've often seen in my practice that when we tax the liver, if the liver remains under stress for a long time, it can give you blood stasis, meaning the circulation towards the uterus would be low, and which can be manifested on the tongue. I can tell by seeing the tongue that this is confirming a low circulation towards the uterus. And that's a common sense. If we have a low circulation towards the organ, the blood cannot deliver nutrients and hormones properly to that organ, and blood cannot take back metabolic wastes. So that means disease will take place in that organ. Now the strategy is to increase the circulation so that the nutrition and the hormones can go to that organ, and metabolic wastes can be removed properly so that the healing process can take place. And just to tell you from my experience, that when you have blood stasis, you will also have lots of clots during menses. But there is something to be noticed, that if this blood stasis is coming from a localized injury, like a surgery in the past or trauma to those tissues, then you would have a localized pain because it's a localized injury. So you will have a localized, sharp, stabbing type pain. In that case, the strategy would be treat those tissues in a natural way so that this blood stasis can go away. Likewise, one may have PMS. PMS means premenstrual syndrome. A few days before menses, you have mood swings, you have digestion problem, you have bloatedness. Oftentimes that comes from the progesterone. So in such a case, we need to boost the progesterone in a natural way. And if it's an ovarian failure, then that is coming from the high FSH hormone. So of course that's a different pathology, and then I treat in a different way. So that's a good news. We can have holistic diagnosis online. I can take your history. All we have to do is to settle an appointment, initial consultation session, which generally takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, where I'll take your case, your symptoms, your medical reports. I'll consider all of those, and then I'll see the root cause of your problem. And when I prescribe for my patients, it's not just about PCOS. I make a very thorough case. I go about their emotions, their emotions, be it frustration, anger, irritation, about their pains like muscular pain, migraine. I go about the digestion, the energy levels. So I basically I dig their case thoroughly so that I can understand their case properly and can make a holistic diagnosis. And then I can go to very reliable databases of the holistic medicine, from where we know which plants are indicated for such a condition and which plants are contraindicated, which doses should be used. And then I make a prescription to my patients, and we get those remedies from companies, from patent companies. So I've been doing it online, and if you are in Europe, in UK, in Canada, in Pakistan, so there's a very good chance, even in the other countries, that you can avail my consultation and let yourself be holistically diagnosed and receive your plan, know which holistic medicines are most indicated for you, and then get your those remedies and start the treatment. So the takeaway is that we have to remove the causes to let the PCOS be recovered properly. Change your diet, change your lifestyle, and have a holistic diagnosis in terms of treating it in a natural way with the natural medicines. And lastly, just few quick tips. Number one, once again, avoid anger, fear, or excessive emotions in general, because they cause a problem. They put stress on the liver. So avoid from those. Secondly, you should not fatigue yourself, especially a few days before your menses or during menses, because that taxes your body a lot. Do not try to overburden yourself in those days. That will help you to have a high energy and a healing process. Thirdly, avoid eating raw food, as I mentioned before, except for if you have a lot of true heat inside. Not hot flushes, true heat. I hope this is useful. Please do share this video with others, and just go ahead and send your inquiry to me. I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.